Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for week 49. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here and welcome back to this week's news report that has plenty of exciting news as almost always here. So we have seen solar farm is just continuing to go up and up. So it looks extremely good for the week, another week actually, since we have 2 weeks of tremendous growth now from there. And then on top of that, we have seen also a few robots that has drawdowns, but on the other side, we also see that profits are coming up again, so great to see. And we have a few videos from Alex that actually provides a bit of insight, not only to his trading, but to himself this time around. And of course, we have news on the Trillant platform because payout date has finally come. We have seen the first money coming in also to the 2 new exchanges. And we're doing a video on that at the moment. And of course, also a bit of news regarding Yieldnodes. And let's start off with Yieldnodes here. So the first part is obviously the quarterly profits. We know it's coming in at 5%, it's coming in at the end of the year. And I had a quick chat with Woods this week again here. So everything seems to go according to plan, even though obviously it's not what we wanted and we want things faster. But it looks like they have very much things under control. The quarterly profit will be paid out at the end of the year, and most probably we will see it 1st of January 2023. And it's also been confirmed now that the 5% will not be able to be paid out. It will be on the platform. So obviously it's not money you can go and spend. So that is definitely bad news for all the Yieldnodes investors. But if that's what it takes at the end of the day to make sure that Yieldnodes is safe and can progress, so be it. We are happy with what we hear and see from Yieldnodes so far. And obviously we would like things to speed up a bit more, but these things clearly take time. One of the things on the marketplace here where you can still go and sell your investment if you no longer have the belief or you sincerely need the money for Christmas and family, then this is the last chance to get it at 80% discount or sell it at 80% discount. So it means that you're only getting 20% of your previous investment out. That will now change on Monday again. It will go in increments again up to another 10%. So the minimum you can now sell that is at 70% discount or 30% of your original investment. Just so you're aware, these things will continue to go up until the end of March, where it will be at 75%. And the optimistic ones can still sell at up to 150%. But at the moment, I don't think too many are buying into those. Again, if you are interested into the marketplace and the Yieldnodes, so we did make a video here now a couple of weeks ago, as soon as this was actually published, where you can both buy and sell, and we show you a bit about how this exactly is done. So the video link and the description will be in there as usual, so just go and have a look if you haven't seen it yet. Let's go and have a look at the Sapphire coins and the Decenomy coins overall. And there's not too much to be happy about at the moment. We'll start off with SAPP, and we can see that the return on the investment, so per year, is the only positive thing here. It's gone up from roughly 57% last week up to 62%, so basically an increase of around 5.5%. The shared masternoding has also gone up. We have done just below 2% for the week. So we now have 105% more coins than when we started back in July 2021. But at the moment, it obviously doesn't matter that much because the overall coin development has hit a new all-time low. Overall, last week it was the new low, and this week it's even worse. So we're down to minus 80%, so not a very good development at all. And it basically comes back to the graph here. You can see that we did have a retracement, so some weeks ago. Since then, it has been slowly but surely going downhill, and it looks like that's going to continue for a bit to go. If we have a look at P&Y, also return on the investment, so per year is pretty much stable, 64%. So was last week. This week it's 63%. So that's not a big difference. Overall shared masternoding, we are up now at 871%. So we managed just over 10% again for the week, so not too bad, and that has been the new norm. But overall coin development is also here pretty much status quo. We are very close to the all-time low, so but not exactly yet. We're about 0.5% off. Not a very good development on that one either. As you can see on the graph, it is pretty flat. Nothing much is happening, and we'll just have to wait until we get some good news, hopefully, out of Yieldnodes and Decenomy in the near future. Going over to the exchange and Birake here, so we can see that the return on the investment per year also here is down by 5-6%. So obviously it could be better. And then the shared masternoding, we're up about 6% for the week, which is also quite normal. But the overall coin development, once more, it was in plus last week. We are now down in -7 again, so not very good, but what to be expected at the moment. There will be a lot of ups and downs, and that is also reflected on this particular graph here, as you can see. So we did have a drop in the last couple of days in the week, and now we have a slightly positive trend going upwards again. But these are very small steps, so don't expect any big positive changes in the near future. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus the USDT, and that has pretty much been flat almost all week. So it's been trading completely sideways. We left it just in the area of 17,000 last week, and since then it has only moved up to 17,400, and at the moment it's trading at around 16,200. So not a big difference, not a big change as it is right now. Elevate Pass, no big change either, so profit for week 49 is still 0%. We did mention in last week's news report that we're going to try and get a chat with Raphael and the team to see exactly what is new, what is to come in 2023. I did reach out to him and he also replied, but unfortunately he's not available at the moment. We do hope that there's going to be an opportunity to talk to him next week, and we will obviously like to also do a video with him here, so you will be aware of what exactly is happening. But we know that they are still working on these tutorials, and that this is also part of what you can sell and help actually Elevate Pass coming back up again. And you can also use your coins and your investment within Elevate Pass to go on CoinFriend and advertise there. Now the big things are all happening around Trillant these particular weeks, as you might have noticed. So the withdrawal began on the 5th of December, and this was the tree. And yes, it did. And we also tried it. And unfortunately, it never really reached the exchange. It came back again. We tried it on the Tuesday after, so on the 6th. And then from there on, pretty much nothing happened, and only Wednesday evening. So on the 7th here, we very late, we saw that it has come in. So we wanted to do a tutorial. We had already done the first part where we were sending it off to the exchange. And then from there on, we basically wanted to make also a video on how exactly you can sell it again in both the market price, and you can set up a limited part. And just to remind you all here that for December, so we've been told that you can maximum take out 2,500, or a value of 2,500 in tokens can be transferred. And at this particular time, it was set at 13 cents within the Trillant platform itself, which meant that you could take 19,230 trillion out. And as you can see later on, it will be 5,000 for January, 10,000 for February, and then unlimited for March. As we said, this could actually change again, so I don't believe this is written in stone. We already saw the release date was moved, and after that there was even more technical issues. So if you go in on your Trillant platform, you should be able to see under the wallet and under send, you can see how much you can actually move. On ours it says 17,230. It's because we did the tutorial itself, so we moved 1,000 trill to each exchange, so it should be 19,230. That was when it was 13 cents. Now it has just been dropped this morning down to 7 cents, and now it means that we can take out 25,759, and obviously on top of that we have already taken out the 2,000 trill. So just be aware that this could change from time to time depending on the value of the tokens itself. 7 cents is still way over what you see on the exchange at the moment, and you will see that shortly. Now, one of the things we mentioned here also last week was the KYC. This is on the Trillant platform now. You don't need to do this right now in order to get your trill out, but later on it will be part of the minimum requirements here in order to take the money out. So it's a good idea to start having a look at this so you don't get caught out when you actually want the money. Now this is the tutorial that we wanted to send out. So basically how to transfer your trill into XT and the Coinstore exchange, and basically also take it from there, exchange it over, and then send it to your external wallet itself. Obviously we hope to have this one ready. We are not exactly sure how fast this is going to go because all the technical issues we had with Trillant with the exchange, but we're hoping that this is fairly quick and fairly simple to do. So if this is going to come out before the news report itself or right after, it is definitely somewhere in that area. Now we also wanted to put the warning in here again regarding the restaking and the suggestions that we highlighted last week here. So when you get the option call button, which you won't have right now because at the moment it's down at 7 cents, and everybody who got in at 10 cents or even 13 when it was there, the button automatically disappears until it's come back up over your level again. So if your level previously was 10 cents, it will the button will stay away until it's past the 10 cents. That is just to make sure that you don't go the wrong way. So and that is just the security within the system itself. So but make sure that before you restake or you click the option call button, that you get your weekly profits in first. So because otherwise you will miss out, and that is definitely not on. If you want to know more about the restaking also within the tree and the tree coins here in order to maximize your profit, then this is the video that we also made for you, so a couple of weeks ago, and we'll make sure that also this video is in the description of the video here below. Now again, all the staking, everything else is running, and for that particular part you just need the tree, and if they are cheaper at the moment, then it makes perfect sense to go in and buy some on the exchange and then restake it as you go along. And for the 4, 9 and 26 weeks, this is short term, so the part of the restaking doesn't apply to this particular one. You just get the yield that you can see here, but it's the 52 weeks with the 50% yield where you have the option to go in and restake time and time again. The only downside, as you can see, is you are locking in your investment, so for another 52 weeks every single time you do this, but your weekly profits overall will be higher. Let's have a look at the exchange right now, and last week when they already opened, we saw it all the way up to $1 on one exchange and 60 cents on another one. Since then it has come down a bit and has been lying in around the 10 to 12 cents. And ever since here on Monday, the 5th and the 6th, you can see that people are starting to withdraw, and some of them seem to be quite desperate here. So we can see also that the volume itself at, and this is hourly peaks that you see at the bottom of the screen here, was up to 2 million. So obviously quite a few people wanted to take a bit of money out, even though some of them are definitely losing out compared to what they bought the 3 for originally. But we're still going to use the tutorial and go in and sell a bit off. Obviously not too much. We're not interested in losing anything right now. So the XT at the moment is just below 20 cents. And also if we have a look at Coinstore, which has a lower volume, the volume here is 800,000. So about 2.5 times smaller than XT, which was expected, so compared to where they were on the chart itself. But also here they are below 20 cents at the moment, so not a very good time for it. But this is quite normal when they're introducing new coins. We see a quick spike, and then after that the coin will drop. And then depending on how well Trillant will be doing, then we should be able to see the entire marketplace trading with Trill should go up over time, but definitely this was pretty much as expected. What wasn't expected was our solar farm version 2 that has done another incredible week, and if we have a look at the TVL, that has actually also gone up from 20 BNB up to 31, and that also meant an increase of 57% for the week. Our panels owned has also done quite well, so 71%, and the panel value has simply just skyrocketed. We had another week of more than 100%, actually 109 to be exact. So we went up from 46 BNB in value to 96. So very good development and definitely needed after months of going sideways here. Exchange rate again has been on the positive side, so it's actually been reversed, and that's why it's also 18% in green. So very good numbers, and very happy with the development of solar farm. But we would still like to see some of the games they have been talking about, because that will definitely take things to a different level. Quick look at the BNB versus USD, and that is not following a Bitcoin trend at all. We left it around $300 mark, so at the end of last week. Since then it has slowly but surely traded lower and lower, and just before this video was released it was $285. So obviously not a big move in the market for this particular week. Looking at Solar Farm 1, again this has been very much sideways as it has been for the last couple of weeks. We are down by 1% on the TVL, and panels owned is at the normal level, 165%. But then we see again panel value and daily rewards are also just in -1%. So not the end of the world, but obviously we need these games here, and we need some coin developments and to support the miners in here, otherwise this will not go up. What won't go up or down either is AI marketing at the moment, so still no news, no information, other than we know that they have renewed the website itself, so for another 4 years to 2026. We take that as a positive sign, but that's pretty much also the only thing we can hang our hat on right now, because 8 days within December, so we can't see any profits and we can't lock in either at the moment. So the dates for the next team leader meeting is 13th of December, but as always it just keeps getting postponed, so we're not exactly sure why they're actually putting a date in the first place. But I guess some communication is better than none. Having a look at the profit retriever, so we had a couple of bad weeks here for a couple of the robots, and the red arrows here is the ones that are in bit more than normal drawdown, so actually in heavy drawdown. And we have gone in and manually manipulated also a couple of the accounts, so basically trading against the robot itself. And the money we have used for that, we have then taken off the biggest lot sizes here in order to try and get the robot back in shape. This is something new that we've been trying to do, because we don't really want to blow any accounts. No accounts has been blown for quite a long time here now. So, but still we want to see if we can do one better on these. But overall, as you will see on the top 5, so for week 48 here, all the robots are still doing quite well. So 1 or 2 will always be in drawdown. We know this, we said this many times. So if we have a look at the US 30 index, so this is again one that makes a lot of money for a couple of weeks and then it goes into a drawdown and we sit around and wait for it again. This has done $822 or 8.2%. And we also have silver, so that has done okay, so the $585 and 5.9%, even though it's in a drawdown at the moment. US Swiss francs $480 or 4.8%, Aussie USD 4.4, and US CAD at 3.5. Overall, these top 5 here has done $2,679 or 5.4%, so definitely not too bad. As always, you can find more about the profit retriever itself in there. So one is that you can go in and trade the robot yourself if you don't have time for all the setups and all the technical things that lie behind this here. You can go on the other link where we have copy link trading, You don't even have to buy the robot. You can simply just set it up and pick out the best signals that are in there. And we have also a video on this from Alex this particular week. So if we have a look at this is the video that Alex has sent out in this week. So where he reviews the best robot trading robots. And this is what you can use. Both if you are a robot trader already, you can get some good insights and feedback on this. Or if you just want to do the copy trading, then you can look at this video and then pick out the signals that you think is at the right risk management level for you. On top of this, also in the video, you are actually getting 10 setup files. Out of the 10, we can only match 8 of them, and we have done so. We have actually also put them on a demo account just to see how they trade and to see how they trade differently from what we do here. These are definitely high-performing links, but it's not necessarily that we actually want to trade, and it's a bit outside of our normal risk appetite. But we still need to learn exactly what is happening and how this robot works, and that's why it's always good to have a look at other traders to see how exactly they do things too. Alex has also released a second video where he's basically offering a free download for another robot here, and this particular one, the free download, can only be used right now on the demo account, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth taking a look at. We have taken this one down and it's now trading on 3 different time frames, and we will see exactly how this goes. Now the time frames are quite large. It's on hours, 4 hour I believe, it's on daily, and also I think it's on 1 hour. We have set the last one up, but once we have maybe a couple of weeks or a month results, then we'll be able to share a bit more about it. Last but not least, Alex has also sent out quite an open video, not only about how he trades himself, but also a bit of personal background on him and where he is in his life at the moment. Quite an interesting video that he opened up and shared, and also shows his new man cave with a lot of different computers, a lot of different robot setups. So quite interesting video to go and have a look at. And that's what we had for you in this week's news report. As you can see, there's plenty of news. There's plenty of good opportunities still out there. Some are definitely surprising us with the huge gains over very short periods of time. But we are always in it to win it over the long haul. And that is definitely why we are still here. So we have a great portfolio, and we're making sure that we are not putting all eggs in one basket, and neither obviously should you. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you on next week's video. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.